especially from just the different regions, have different playstyles on the different agents. And you know, it's to me refreshing. To me, it's not like, oh, you see the Sage, yeah, you know she's gonna be sitting in a corner waiting to wall and slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's definitely a fun aspect to this game.
NUTURN respectively as we start off. So the wall here coming in from version 1 basically denies a fast A, or at least an A that NUTURN has to think about as they would run through the toxic screen. And no real aggression here to start coming in for V1. They're happy to stay, set down some stars, and we do see the Astra on both sides as Perry starts laying some out towards garage.
I do think it's good to see Penny take some of the space away.
That pizza, man, I feel disgusting.
Right? Like, this area of the map is so heavily contested, and it's because of that, right? Like, you get
There's
so
no audio.
much control if you can exploit that area.
Right.
Penny already swings
Sony.
out, deals the first blood of the series. Oh, and Vanity's on the flank as well. They've taken
That
the
guy's
middle of
kind
the
of nuts,
space.
actually.
NUTURN, they're trapped right now. They're gonna
I'm
have
so
to fight
shocked
their
at how
way
V1's
through the
playing.
defenses of V1.
Beautiful job by Vanity. They've been able to separate the map a little bit with the way they played the Killjoy turret, which allowed them to play back, allowed them to play these hard corners. Zelsis now picks one up, and they're just picking apart NUTURN ever so slowly.
30 seconds left.
So the spike is down in A short. They have to slowly, you see it, you see Allow like slowly working.
Somebody in my backyard right now.
Know how far up Vanity's gone. As we can see, Vanity has retreated back. But again, like, because of the way the early round played out, they really have nowhere else to go.
What is happening right now? What is this pistol?
Not giving them an inch. Perry looking to take some of it. However, he's going to try to get.
They're just walking. Everybody's just walking out one by one by one.
Opening shots of confidence coming in from version 1 as NUTURN was looking to read the map.
Oh, someone is in my area.
Like even NU's
version 1, and the first one was a
lineup here is kind of interesting for Haven.
He picks up 2 on the
They
round,
almost have to play super aggressive, right? With the breach double do list. No sentinel.
Round 2. We will see.
Yeah, but after watching them, they don't really do that.
The ball is switched up, so they basically cut off A this time. This may give Penny a little bit more of a push.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, true.
They did look good, but
to actually play between
I don't know if they're gonna be able to play super slow with an agent like a lineup like this against an NA team that's literally just pushing.
Yeah, I mean, they're taking a main control right now.
You have to respect the possibility that somebody on the side of V1 has already pushed their way
maybe this is it.
To expose where Penny might have been
They
going.
have 3 here, dude.
Wait it out before
I love how this has been so common. The buying on this round.
Lakia towards the back. He is
like the force buy,
yeah.
on their flank right now. Possibly waiting for that sonar bolt to come up to fire it over. You can see him setting up. Spike's got dropped, but Jammy's already pushing.
I mean, if you think about it, if it's Spectre versus Spectre, I mean, Spectre's kind of random. You can randomly just kill someone from across the map in like 3 bullets.
Trying to look for the remaining members of NUTURN, and they may have bit off a bit more than they could chew as things drop down to a 3v2 in favor of NUTURN. Now the spike
They should not have lost that. Oh, wait, it's not over, but those 2 people taking that one guy at long. They wanted more. They already got 2. They wanted 1 more. They got doubled.
They
got greedy.
Yeah.
You look at it
and they greed. Am I right, chat?
What do you mean, NA's never greedy. Not a single time.
And you catch them waiting to shoot one over A. Now over towards C. That's just going to be solo.
Clear it.
What he can. 300 bucks. What they want to get is Zelsis finds Lakia, and he's going to go straight for that plant, drive it into the ground, and hope for the best.
Well, you can hope. But there wasn't a whole lot.
Sorry, I forgot. Sean told me to do the thing where we call everything that was once called NA, NA Flash, NA Smoke. It's now EU. So EU greed, by the way.
Well, as long as NA wins this, then yeah, we can do that. If NA doesn't place first, then I don't know about that.
That's true. But for now, you know.
For now, we can say, yeah, EU aim, EU shooting.
Damn, those were nice shots.
No, they were. Yeah. Wait, they actually hit a grenade? They had a good ult, and they ult. You know, it's going to all switch around.
So you're feeling that this map already is just like being decided by split-second moments that can change the outcome of what's going on.
Absolutely. And we see version 1 being able to pull that out and do damage. I'm sorry, NUTURN do damage to version 1, so the buys may become a bit more tough. Suggest able to do it again. The Ion Sheriff headshots, they're almost free, I tell you. And they're going to back out. A nice grab They have a Phantom. They can now start to move around. That was dropped to Lakia, so the priority on how they need to move this
These guys
now.
are kinda nice.
They're hitting some
Those
nice sheriff
vision,
shots right now.
and they're
Yeah.
still waiting. The same wall we saw on round 1 from the toxic screen, placed up around B towards A, slowing things down if they need to on an initial rush. Version 1 still looking to creep up. I think Suggest has then seen that there was or heard, he would have heard that alarm bot placed in, so they know a bit of Killjoy positioning. They haven't identified B, so I wonder if the turret is known to be there, stopping them a little bit.
Damn, he didn't take the fight.
It's gonna be the ace.
Thought he
once
would.
Again, they creep up as close as they
I feel
can
like you
get.
take the
Feel
fight
not
there as
having
Jet.
so many weapons
Try to
dug,
equalize
they
it.
got to get as close as possible and close the gap to get these frags. Effie's close, and so is Penny. We'll see if they can make it out
I
of
would have
this one
fought there.
as the chaos ensues.
As Jet.
30
Trying to
seconds
bring it
left.
back to
Oh,
4v4.
Noise. They decide not to drop.
I think
Yeah.
you dash away too, even if you fuck it up.
The flash, the
Was he
cloud
hiding
burst,
from the
dash as they
drone?
work
Is
their
that
way
what
onto the
happened?
side, and so far
No,
Allow
he
has
jiggle
gotten
peeked. He saw
entirely
one, went away.
unscathed, but unfortunately
Oh,
for
okay.
Neutron, Suggest
Yeah, when he had his
not
Sova, that was
nearly
supposed
as
to. That
fortunate
was
as
probably
the wall comes down.
probably could have went for the
Effie's is
at least
greeted
the
with a
you know
handful of
a
folks on the
couple
side of
shots.
NUTURN.
Just
Hello.
dash back.
He's able to get a couple, but Allow looking to trade things back. He's gotten two. Zealous is getting that back himself as he gets onto it solo with a flash. Not able to make anything happen.
The Sova battle.
This is
He
big
peaked
from a
with
financial
utility out
perspective.
still.
Really,
Yeah,
wanted
they
to start
both had
with the
utility.
follow around and
Yeah,
then,
they're having
even with the damage
shock
that
dart
NUTURN
battle.
did to their bonus for V1 to win this is big.
Absolutely. Playing the bits of time there.
Kiko's a little bit behind.
Planted.
I'm ahead
You
for
know
once.
There's going to be one less person shooting, most likely with how much time they had to put
That was
the
a
fight
pretty
down.
good. I think that was
So
just like a
Version
half
one
buy,
working
or not even a half
methodically,
buy. I think it
even
just said
noticing
sheriff.
we run around the map here, and NUTURN's doing a great job.
I mean, even
about that.
the
They
second
are
2 rounds
finding
after
that
they
they're
lost
having a
pistol, I feel like
priority in
they got
numbers
some
once
stuff
they
done.
get
They
into
got
a
kills.
site.
I don't think
NUTURN
they
is
planted
learning
last 2
what
rounds
the
ago, but they
movement,
definitely
what the
planted last
pressure of
round.
version 1
So they
is.
should have
Ever
good
so
money
slightly,
at least
you wanna
coming into
find a
here.
precedent that
They
your
have enough
opponent is
kills where
setting. And
they're not
version
like
1 should
you know,
be able to
the
have
snowball
found a few
effect
of
isn't
those movements
super
where they'll be how
crazy
many are
yet.
at a site. But now in our first gun round, we'll see if all that homework pays off that they've done for these first two.
There's a leaf
Certainly we're gonna
blower
see,
in
like,
my
you know,
backyard.
the breach flash, jet dash, ray satchel in somewhere here, right? They gotta step speed up the pace a little bit at least.
I mean, V1 did, just got owned.
Penny with the op, we saw how devastating.
I feel like they didn't need to.
Not able to land anything yet.
Need to do that?
Position, he's gonna get
Yeah.
a chance. And yeah, baby.
It's okay, Penny's gonna own.
Blade Storm out as Penny tries to stay alive, using the
Never
counter
mind.
from the cloudburst to keep him alive. That's insane.
And again, NUTURN, overwhelm. It's how they're able to get in. The first one, obviously, Allow. He's just saying you're not allowed to do that. You can't push. And it was a great read.
See what he
If you
did there.
Remember what really came to fruition on NUTURN.
I
was
didn't
that
really
the
pay
beginning of
super
the
close.
game,
Did
a lot of
V1
pushing
have
happened
full
towards
guns there,
them.
and they just
They were
pushed
pushed
all the
back
way
by
down?
Sharks
I
in
believe
the
so,
last
yeah.
game. Well, we're going to look for this
They had
next round.
ops,
We're going to make sure nobody
rifles,
can get on
yeah.
our flank because they aren't looking to work with that side.
This is the kind of team where it's not like EU, and they actually watch their flanks, and they default for quite some time. I feel like you can't just get away with walking down and finding a hole right away. They cover it pretty well.
I mean, maybe that's how they're so successful. Is that they play a super aggro comp, but they play it slow, and then they can add in, like they mix the aggression
Yeah,
with the passive.
you
like,
never really
default
know
thing.
what to expect.
Yeah, I mean, even no sentinel, that doesn't really matter. Like if they just default, if they play CS style where they're just all walking around holding everything. I guess in theory it sounds like it's good.
Oh, that's a showstopper coming straight in.
Just gotta hit those shots.
Shot to the left,
Yeah,
a blind
it just comes down to like
on the
kill them
showstopper
when
here,
they
and
peek
that's
you.
gonna be great for version 1 on the frenzy round with 2 vandals.
Yeah, getting that ultimate offline with really no value. I mean, yeah, I guess the
Look at this guy. He's literally in like T-spawn, holding guard in the raise.
certainly not what you're
Just
looking
waiting
for
until the
personally.
team's set up,
Yeah.
and then actually gonna do
So
something.
they cut noise. They look to reset things a little bit.
Yeah,
It's
it-
yeah.
it's so unconventional having your raise be a flank holder too, right? Your
Yeah.
raise is usually like pushing in,
The nice
trying to
thing
take
for
fights
everyone is that
and
if they
use
do
their
push into that,
utility
they do
to
have
take
Celsius
map
locked
control.
down, that's a big pick. With the frenzy,
I mean, I guess he
no
did
less
boom
on
out
his
into
chest.
garage first and then fell back,
Traded
but
back quickly by Perry. Nice little retribution kill there as they head in. And they don't even know he's there.
No
Allow just can't find
way.
the targets. And V1 attacks back with 3
there he
bats.
is.
Perry looking to do what he can.
1v3.
I'm a little bit ahead of you, so
Yeah, I'm trying to, like-
I just saw the route a little like unfold right there. Like what in the world just happened? Astra happened, I guess.
For the boys on defense.
You make it a little too obvious what you're doing,
Version
and
one,
stun.
if
And
they
stun.
do go down, we see the next round they just
Don't get me started on
deny.
Astra. Don't get me
Until they
started.
say, "All right, peek now." There's been
Well, you don't
enough
think
time.
Astra meta's
You know, they're
sick?
kind of predicting
I think
the
it's
low
so boring to
score
have an Astra on your
senses
team.
where
It's
they
whoever has to
can
play the
rotate
Astra,
and
and it's so
catch
boring
that
playing against an
rotation.
Astra.
Just to dive
I
Maybe
feel
not-
like it's
maybe not boring.
it fits for this game though, because look at these barriers. Like right off the start of the round, there could be conflict. And Astra, right, for example, right here, Astra stopped that conflict that could have happened in the first 2 seconds of the round. You know?
Yeah, I mean it's true. There's a lot of there's a lot of ability, like big ticket abilities, like Sova Drone and Omen Flash and Jet Dash, where you suck at the right time,
Oh,
you
no.
literally completely
What
stop
a read on the
a
triple
push.
alts here coming from
And I feel like
NUTURN.
that much
They wanted to
outplay
get in.
is too
That's
much
gonna be
power for
Blaze
one
Storm. That's
agent.
going to be Rolling Thunder as they get in.
Yeah,
A, where
maybe.
it's all slowed down, and they lose jammies. So a ruffle of the feathers to start. NUTURN handles
The same
it
could be said about like a
quickly.
Brimstone
And they
Molly
still
though,
have
but I get what
the
your point.
ultimates
There's
used.
way
They
more
come in.
stars.
We did see
You have
Hunter
5
Fury
stars,
out
and it's
there.
way easier to just
And
hit
now it's going to
hit
be
it
another
than
trade. They still set up. They still
Brimstone
wanna go
Volley
through with it.
timing.
They feel good, Doug. Here it goes.
Yeah.
Rolling Thunder leading the way.
Well, plus,
as
like, you can
Lockett
still
follows shortly thereafter, and Effie's drops.
kind of
Penny
run
looking
through the
to try
molly
things out
like
there.
CS, right? You
Lockdown
just
that we were
kind of jump
expecting
through it.
ourselves is to
At
try
least
and
Brimstone
equalize
Molly.
things. They
Viper
were
Molly is
starting
kind of
to- Penny's on
impressive
the
too,
read.
but
Penny's on the read. He's cut him off. They're
No
stuck,
way,
Riv.
dude. This
There's
is
no
a
way for them to
wild
work their way out.
round,
Good for one,
man.
Penny good for 2. Make that 3 on the
I'm just
round.
impressed
Full
by
control
V1.
for V1.
Just when you think
I thought they were
Cool.
screwed. I thought they were screwed. They were doomed from the beginning.
And it is a rough one.
Oh,
They
the
re-
Jet to
They
the
recovered
Jet to
that.
sit there?
Yeah, they recovered that
With
so
the
well. They
ultimate
used the
there
Killjoy
being
ult to
down,
break
for the-
to
for
have
the
Jet
lockdown, I should
run,
say.
block them off.
I was just super
I can't
impressed
believe
with
it.
how they got them out early, but it still comes
NUTURN
down
got
to the
2
fact
free
that
kills.
Harry has to make it
yeah,
work
and they
again.
committed breach out there
Always
too
on the
Yeah.
for the
flank. We
site.
saw
Yeah,
this last
I-
round. He's trying to make things work from across the map with the smokes, but still.
And then
the
Penny
guys
was stuck in like
late
short
game
cubby as they were
situation in
rushing.
each round.
He
But
got
it's a
one
late
because
round
Vanity
situation.
ran through spawn
And it's
smoke.
just going to time
And like
out.
it was almost like I think he just like ran out and sprayed somebody real quick, and then he ran back into spawn. And then Penny got one as well at that same time, and he just dipped.
It's a big play to like actually hold W as the other team is like running into you and flank the guys running back.
Yeah.
Alone, I think.
Version 1 have
No, actually
reduced
alone,
that,
yeah.
right? Like, there have
These
been a
guys
couple
have
of
like
times there
full
where we've seen them
confidence,
position themselves
and
in such a way
that's
that they're just a step
really
ahead
good
of
for an NA
NUTURN
team.
from a macro
Even though, oh,
perspective.
they had the suck
Even,
play
like,
there
having
too. They were both
cracked
getting
them
sucked.
in
Yeah.
to the lockdown, not
They were
giving
not
them
letting
an
him
easy
out.
escape is huge.
No.
The slight adjustment we see here out of Viper's wall from Jammies. You hear the gravity well has been used early on. Short control has been taken away, and that's the narrative that we're going to continue to see throughout really the entire map.
We'll have to keep an eye on if NUTURN continue to watch that flank.
Vanity's a
past the early
mean
game.
Astra,
Allow
I
picked
feel
up two
like.
big frags at long C. Just a few
His
go
utility is, like,
NUTURN, watching
really
version
well
one
done.
push, reading version 1 a bit. Version 1 then sets back to a different default
Yeah,
strategy on,
I think so
on their
too. I
defensive
think
side. And it's
he's
like
good
an
at like
info denial.
activating
NUTURN
himself,
can't figure
whereas
out
some
what
Astras
Penny
just
got
kind of like
picked
sit in the
out or
corner,
not.
not doing
Here on
much.
another save
Yeah.
round, they're going to throw their numbers towards A, but the spike is towards B. They're looking for that $300.
I think easy IGL though, right? Might maybe make it easier.
300 credits.
Yeah, I think having the
Yeah, it's gonna
IGL
be
be your
a bit
Astra is
of a,
probably super
you know,
beneficial because you can kind of like
make some
pre-place and
noise,
pre-plan
see
things
what
with like
kills
trying
you
to
can
say,
get, which so
hey
far
dude,
have
smoke
been
this,
done.
or hey,
There
be ready
did
to suck
have the
this.
only
Yeah.
run
He's not
alongside
maybe ready.
NUTURN. But the nice thing is that is going to draw some attention
literally
away from
Solo's
Steve,
just
where
walking
Solo's
up
just
long
very
C.
quietly going to waltz his way up. But you've got to remember here they don't really have weaponry, and Solo's alone. Celsius once again.
I
is on
swear,
the
if-
lead with
if your
James.
Jet is
I'm
having a
telling
good
you, Riv, they're
game,
a step ahead every
It
time.
puts so much pressure on the other team.
I was going to say V1 does
And Penny has so
not
much
usually
confidence to
rotate
just
out of
keep
their sight
pushing and
until the
peeking
spike
and
is being
dashing away
planted.
after a
So
kill.
big credit to NUTURN there for making them bite.
It's
because
a
NUTURN
scary sight.
has been going to every site. They say, let's switch it up this time.
Do you have
We're
like
on
the
HIKO. We
Queen
kinda need
link?
to even stretch
Actually,
ourselves
maybe I
thin
have
to
it, so I can
make
just
that
be
work.
up to date with you,
Version
like up
1
to
in the
speed.
middle of the round
The
say,
what links?
Wait a minute. This is different.
There's like
They
a
come right
YouTube
back.
link that I
Then Solo
was given,
can't
I
even
think,
plant there.
that
They
has
were
it with
a
no
moment
casters
from
where I can
having
like
a
Oh,
speed it
that's
up.
why you're delayed. Yeah, that one
Switch.
just
They're
by
like, no,
default
no,
is
no.
like 4 or 5
Here we
seconds
go. So
delayed. I don't know
round
why
6
in
to
comparison to the
1.
Twitch stream.
The
I was
first one
watching
here
it
on defense,
because
showing
I loved the no casters. It was so much like more clean to watch. But my chat, they couldn't. They were just
They were
roasting.
complaining?
They were just
They're crying?
complaining. Yeah, they were crying. Like they were all from EU or something.
For most flawless
Oh,
rounds
Twitch chat.
probably ever in the history of everything. But again, this time
Let's go, baby.
from V1. So now they're going to have better weapons. Now they're going to have rifles. Similar Viper wall that we saw from Jammies, controlling that A short area, and a ton of utility across B here, Riff.
Doug, look at this wall as well from Jammies. They're giving them less and less as the map goes on. The next time NUTURN gets guns, well, you're going to have to really work for the right side of the map. They say, well, we're going left. Zelsis eats a bit of a nade there, and we'll see how they can control C. Full retake in position right now if it is a C play here. NUTURN's going to have it to themselves. How can they post?
They don't really have much for this retake.
Oh, and Zelsis
Alt-wise.
already dropping early on certainly doesn't help.
And they lost one. That sucks.
They've gotten onto the site.
This might be another round, I think.
And he has the blade.
You never know what to expect with jet knives.
And is working around. You see the slow burn from Vanity and the slow burn from Jam. He's still working his way out of the eastern side.
Jet knives is such a weird ultimate to
The
me.
good thing for version 1 here is that they're going to be approaching the retake from multiple fronts, but NUTURN are
Have
so
you played much
well-positioned
Jet?
right now.
Dude, I
They
suck with her
also
knives.
still have the
Some people are
cover
so
provided
good.
Yeah,
best should they
if I
choose
use a
to
big
do so.
crosshair, I
Here we
suck.
go. You got Jammies coming down on
You
the
gotta use a
bottom.
little dot.
Sonar bolt
Yeah,
going
you gotta
through
use
now
something
that he's
small
there,
with
and they're
Jet.
working as a team with 3
How are they
to come up, but allow.
Last player standing.
Oh, Solo's too smart. His brain's huge.
On the tap, the snake
Never mind.
some space. Solo good for one anyway, but he didn't have enough health. He had to take it.
NA's brain is just so large. It's crazy.
Oh,
Found it.
full clench, full clench.
HIKO, you
And
change your
honestly,
crosshair a lot, right?
from Jammies,
I do.
Is there...
on the stage.
So to me,
is the
the reason I
very,
think you do
very
that,
quick
and my
to
explanation to
understand
chat
what
is that,
happened in the site take
I don't know,
where
it just
the
keeps it
last person
refreshing.
could've
It's not like
escaped to,
crosshair makes the
and that
player, you know?
absolutely helped
It just-
clutch that
I don't know.
round. Been very
It's like-
impressed with Jammies here on version 1.
There's some
And
players
that
who like
is
change
the
their
quick pickup.
resolution, you know, just for a little spice, I guess.
Ladies and gentlemen, the
Is that kind of
Yeah.
what you're thinking?
It keeps it kind of fresh. It
Yeah.
keeps it kind of like, you know.
That's what I thought.
Some days you're tapping is feeling on, some days you're spraying is feeling on. So
Yeah.
you're spraying to me. You want to use a big crosshair and you tap and use a little boy.
Do
Do you see that last round where the
that
jet was
even
just
if
like
they-
sitting,
even
like
if NUTURN
hiding in the
try
corner
to
and was
push
trying to
it
dodge a
towards
flash,
A,
but
like V1 had
V1 has no flashes? maybe you're trying to dodge his teammate's flash? I don't
on
know.
that side of the map at all. And much like we've seen
I
previous
didn't.
times, whenever they show that way, Vanity takes
And
the
they are
middle of the map.
owning
Look at
these
where he
guys.
is
They are
on the map right
owning
now. He's
them.
about to walk into the defender's
This is
spot.
wild. Whose
He's
pick
got
is
the
this?
Viper's wall to conceal his advancements, and he's got the chance to
Oh,
catch
I don't
Mario.
remember.
And that's just too easy.
They could do
It's
no
too easy
wrong
to
right
natural
now.
form
Even
here.
when they
Despite
do
being
wrong,
up,
they
Suggestions left
somehow
alone in a 1v4,
come out on
things
top.
continue to go
Like NA,
sideways for NUTURN.
you know?
Whoa,
Sorry,
Vanity tries to
It's
get the
so
boomer
on
shot there,
NA
Suggest,
of them.
but
Things are
Bucks on
going
fire.
things go wrong and they
He's
just
gonna be
lose
good for
usually.
that.
Here
This
things
is
are
gonna
going
be a
wrong but they're
tough
still
one.
winning.
Suggest definitely has some of the best
Oh.
aim on the team. It's quiet, but when he pops off, it is a loud statement. Firing forward, trying to catch that drone off guard, but they're still too distance from the play.
Now he's got- okay. I was gonna say,
That's
he's
a
got the
lame way to
showstopper.
die.
Things get real close. He might whip something up. But no, an excellent stop from Effie's there, as you said, with the shock dart to win the round. Again, secure it for V1.
You don't like the
and I
shock
think
dart kills?
Haven, while there were questions, right?
I
Like,
love
that
them,
was the
but they
first to
feel,
see
it almost
right?
feels like
Like,
getting
NUTURN were
knifed.
calling a good map against Sharks on Haven.
I don't know
Just
why.
didn't
It
go
shouldn't
their way.
feel
I
that
think now we're
way,
seeing
but
them
it feels
really get
embarrassing to
exposed on
die to
both
it.
sides of the
Dude,
proverbial
as a
wall.
Sova,
Defensively,
nothing
they
gets
did look good
you
against Sharks.
nothing gets you
On
going
attack,
faster
they
than
certainly
shooting
don't
one
look
shock dart and do like
good against
300 damage with
V1.
it.
And you just seem at a loss on this map.
You don't even have to get the kills. Just get a bunch of assists. It just feels so nice.
We'll see. It is going to be a tactical timeout coming in from NUTURN. Nothing.
God,
they're
please don't be
doing
another
seems
boring
to
day.
work. In
2
one
O's
of the
across the
amazing
board,
things is it
13
seems like
4s,
their
13
round
5s. Like, I don't want to
V1
see that
knows
again.
info deny and round
As much as I
win.
want NA to win,
Vandy
I want
knows that
V1 to
he
own
really has
here.
window.
I
Just
want
based
it to
off a
be
few things that
close.
are going down. The shot calling we're seeing from Vandy
I agree.
here is
It's the same thing of like
throughout the
why
tournament
ranked
so
sometimes
far,
isn't
and
fun.
there's
Like
no
it's not
wonder
really that fun to
that
just
this
plow
Cinderella
another
story
team like
here
13-1.
from
It's not really fun to
challengers
get
to
owned
rosters
1-13.
switches to subs.
No, you want those close games, the
albeit
ones
Yeah.
that are, you know, you really got to work for them.
Yeah, Luke.
Version 1
I mean,
is
even win or
definitely
lose in
different
ranked,
here
like, as
on
long
the
as it's a
world
close
stage.
one, I enjoy it.
While
You're
people
right.
are
Just
not, they have
you
worked
own or
on
they
this
own.
going.
It's not fun
Now,
for
really,
anyone.
I'm gonna ask you.
Yeah, and people think that like you say the game is boring when you lose. Like, why are you so mad that you're just losing games? That's why it's not fun. It's like, no, it's not. I don't care. It's like we said, I don't care if you win or lose, but you want the games to be like fun, entertaining, and like hard.
At every single time, right? Like, what more is left?
Competitive,
for them to do
yeah.
to
You just
shift
want them
the
to be
narrative in
competitive.
people's
Yeah.
minds that they're not just underdogs and that they maybe don't deserve to be here and that they're legit.
Honestly, I think they've done it.
Stupid.
But it's carrying that current
Boomer
story
mentality.
in their,
Okay, there we go. Listen, Mike, you're not that much younger than I am these days.
Honestly,
You can laugh at us old guys. You're not that much. You're not that much younger than me anymore. You're getting up there too.
I'm 26. You know.
I can't wait to read the next one.
Yeah, I'm
But
doomed.
that's not what they have in mind.
I'm 27 in like 4 days, man. It's over.
So we'll see what
Oh,
they got
God.
here.
Oh
On
God,
10,
indeed.
They're going
Oh,
in,
no.
and we'll see what they have towards A. Allow goes down almost
Wait till you get to
immediately
30.
on the round.
It's
That's gonna be
over.
an operator in Penny's hand for this round.
Dude,
That's
Penny hit
GG.
that
30's
after
GG.
the Viper's
Sorry
hit
to
was
say.
going up.
But I'm 31
Down
now.
C-long
Yeah.
What am I
with
supposed to
no
do?
information. There was no dart. There was no
You
nothing
can't do
to reveal
anything.
the position. That must have been
You
like
just
a,
accept.
give the dude a haircut.
Give me
just
some
saw
youth.
like a,
Give me some years.
pixel onto that shot. I hate that we missed that. Hopefully we'll be able to get that on the replay to see if that was as gross as it seemed in my mind, because that was just filthy. So to recap, V1 have taken complete
This
control
Viper
of
ult at
C.
C,
They've got the
I don't know
Viper's
how
hit.
much
There's
further
no
you are than me.
easy
That's
answers there.
kinda
But I do like
nice.
Oh,
the
yeah,
news
yeah.
that they're feeling
How
things out
far
in the
it
middle of the
bleeds
map.
down?
They're about to find out
There's
if
no
they're
way in hell
pretty
you're going
safe,
through that.
but Vanity-
You'll
No.
never ever contest.
Vanity
Oh,
Lakia
you'll
gives
never
him
ever
business
contest
left,
that.
right. Good night. He drops, and that should give him entry onto A.
Viper's so
except
sick.
For Penny is on the flank. The flash is not going to
Yeah, it's
Patience.
at least most of the American
Patience.
teams we
Blink's not gonna
played,
land.
they don't
He's
play
gonna have to go aggressive.
Vibrance on Haven.
push things
This is
back.
kind of like cool to
Spike has
see.
not moved, Rip.
She can just lock down.
4v3.
I feel like she's good on any map. Like, why wouldn't she be?
Sight, but they do have the
30
Hunter's
seconds
Fury
left.
if they
Yeah.
wanna get it.
Especially if
If
you're
you
running
just-
Viper Astra.
Yeah, you just think about her kit. It just
I was
works.
gonna say Perry is making some good moves, but they are privy to what's going down. Solo now being
Just global
seen.
presence,
25
global
would be
agents are
overkill from
just
the
so
operator.
good in a
Shots
game
the
like
chest.
this.
And now it's
Being able to
just gonna be
play
up to
multiple bomb
suggest.
sites at
And
once.
a beautiful shot on
Yeah.
that.
Seconds left.
Another 3v1. And
Yeah,
another.
this is putting me to sleep,
V1
dude. NA is
victory.
unstoppable.
Dude, I'm getting like Monty Python and the Holy Grail type, like none shall pass vibes, because for
Yeah.
NUTURN, they're feeling things out, right? It's not like, oh my,
I don't even most of these rounds, other than that one
bad.
retake,
like,
it didn't even
it's
seem like
not like they're
and you
running
even
their
had a
head
chance.
into a wall
These
Yeah.
rounds have just been
on
super
one
one-sided.
specific site, and they're just trying
Like,
to
well played
force
by-
their way in, and they're just getting stuffed.
Somehow they're
feeling
giving
out
up
different areas of the map,
picks
right? Like
where
they're calling fakes, they're
Yeah.
calling rotations.
you wouldn't
They're-
think that they
they're
would.
doing
They
all the
usually
right things.
have
They just can't find a way
someone
in.
holding an answer
I
for
guess
it.
this is really a time as
But they've been
well
getting-
when we get to
oh, there we go.
see
There we go.
what NUTURN is made of, and that's not
Now
to
they
say
got a pick in their
9-1 is
favor.
Always strong
Catching up,
mentality
see what
coming
happens.
out of Korean
You didn't
teams.
get to see it.
They
It's just
weather the
kill
storm,
feed.
they
Kill
find
feed
their
is what you
way
saw.
back, they know it's
It was in
never
garage. He
over,
beat garage with
because
an op.
Right now, version 1 seems to have them in a bit of chaos mode where NUTURN can't do their own strats. They're kind of playing to version 1's game, and that means you're always a step behind what
Am I seeing
you
it correctly
as
that
NUTURN want to be doing.
NU
So
has
again,
5
they
ults right now?
wait.
They must.
Zelsus pushes. They find
Certainly
the
they're gonna
frag,
steal
and
one of the
this is
last
where
2 rounds
NUTURN
here
may
with
start
5
to grab
ults.
a little bit of momentum. 2 down now on the side of version 1 is NUTURN.
But right now, I think they're thinking they got 2
Really
picks.
have to here.
Oh, he just caught the bomb.
Spikes down 2
Right now, they're
kills.
thinking
Now,
like,
hey, he doesn't have any backup yet.
They
so
have
if he drops, they're
3
still
dead.
gonna regain
They'll
control.
be
They're
alright.
gonna
They
know
could
that
just
A's open,
win
nobody
this
else is pushing
normally.
up, but even with that in mind, they're gonna pull back off. But Vanity again. Oh no! Vanity gets a couple shots right into the back of the head, courtesy of Perry. Effie's on the cut. Effie's good for 2.
Okay,
The spike goes
Effie's,
down
gamer.
again, and it's Effie's. In a 1v2, he's already taking care of 2 of them. Looking for the third, not able to land it. Perry gets the kill.
Wait, they won one
NUTURN.
though.
Yeah.
And they still have 5 ults, I think?
They should be able to win this if they just come up with something.
Slowly making their way with a few more points back in, giving themselves that cushion for the next half.
I don't even, have I
Looking
even
at
seen
what
a
we have
raise
for
ult
NUTURN
this
here,
half?
As we said, 59% attack win
I don't think so.
50% defensive win rate.
Did he shoot it into garage one time and he missed, maybe? Maybe that was the boombot exploding or getting killed. I don't, or maybe that was a nade. Maybe not.
I don't know, I feel like he's had it forever.
We haven't seen Astro Wall yet from.
Well, one thing I
your
noticed
side?
about Korea, like Perry, they had, there was one map, actually 2 maps, where they had the Astro ult for 8 rounds or something, and they never used it. They refused to use that Astro ult.
Showstopper.
Yeah, I mean, how long has Astro been in the meta now? I feel like I haven't really seen any like really sick ults yet. Like really sick plays off of the Astro ult.
Yeah, but like some are pretty. Oh my, some are pretty standard though. You know, just use it as a smoke. Like you could do that. You do something. There we go. There we go.
Punishes it.
I actually used it.
Gonna come out. Zelsus quietly Playing in the back corner has not been spotted.
Man.
The alarm bot helps, but Zelsis lands a kill looking for a second. Not able to do it as Suggest seems to be on
Dude,
a
Suggest is on fire right now.
NUTURN back into this thing,
Yeah,
that was
and they
HIKO
they sat on 3 ults, or like they burned 3 ults,
Douglas.
or like they didn't use.
They
3
didn't
ults.
use all of it, yeah.
Any information grabbed, and you use one
kinda
of the
weird.
most impactful alts blind again.
Yeah, I feel like
But then they outshoot the round.
they have to like not
At
play this
that
map
moment, that
because
almost
I saw the
feels like,
same
all
kind
right,
of style
we're out of
where
options.
they didn't
Do
have
this. And that
they didn't have like a
becomes
lot of
scary there for NUTURN.
strategy in
But
using their
It
utility.
made Suggest feel
on this
comfortable. You
map,
can't
last time I
complain
saw them
after a
play.
round like that.
Yeah, V1 picked Haven.
And
This
there
might not
it
even be their
is.
map. Like they might not.
I feel like I
NUTURN
don't know why. I feel like I
coming
watched
alive a little bit
NUTURN
here,
play
Doug. They have
Vision
a
Shakers
lot
and they
of
beat
work
Vision
to
Shakers
do.
on Haven.
But
Maybe,
that
maybe
is
not,
good to
but
see
I definitely saw them
from
play Haven against
Yeah,
each
a
other.
little
And
bit of fire.
Yeah,
feel
but
like
you know how it is.
Under
It's
them
different
as
playing
it
your
gets
own
to a
region.
9-3 half version 1. Now
yeah,
we test
I
the
mean,
metal
there's no doubt.
on the attacking side of the map.
You play each other so long in scrims, in matches.
Nobody there,
I don't know.
They don't even have,
You
they
know
have
the
no
intricacies
utility
of
there.
how
They're
each
gonna get it
person
for free.
plays.
Yeah.
Nade's a little too deep out. Fault line won't do too much. So it has
He's
to
still
stop
got
Penny
one.
down. As he gets one though, and the frenzies are pushing forward.
It's funny they nerfed the frenzy, and people
Absolute
like
chaos.
the price,
You
and
gotta
people
keep an eye-
still.
yeah, still that was it, right?
It's still, like, the
that
go-to
is
pistol.
Vintage version
Not
one.
enough.
Lineups.
No.
Jamies was playing
I
back
mean, they
on the
didn't
site
touch,
from
like, the
down
recoil.
Yeah, that's what I mean,
down,
like,
any sort of way in.
Just
Ooh, the
upping
the
the
flank here.
Yeah, flank's huge.
Combo right into
Dude,
the
he
back
felt
of
it
the
out.
head, drops
Yep.
Lakia, picks up another
Yeah, the
weapon,
last
and then
second, he's
you
like,
see
"Oh god,
Shotgun.
they could be flanking me."
It's just a snake bite. There's really no way in.
They
Allows him
love
to
this
get through all
post-plant
of the
style,
utility,
man. They
Yeah.
love it.
and then the remaining
They
members
use
of the team just to get a
everything
chance
for
at
it.
this
They use
thing.
like the
There's
Killjoy
no
utility,
Zelsis
the
good
Viper
for three.
utility, the shock
That
darts, the
right
combo with the
there
vulnerability.
is V1
Honestly, I like it.
just like
It's-
putting on full display
great.
how good they
You
are
have to
on the
play to
attacking
stop the
half.
plant, and if
That
you don't, and they don't have to use any
is
abilities, like they
watch
have
that
double
round
Viper Molly,
over
double
and
shock, double
over
Molly,
again.
double
Forward
everything.
aggression, post plant,
Sucks from
still
Vanity.
have a flank,
It
still have
requires
post
like
plant,
a
line
almost
up
like an
from
unorthodox
downtown,
unorthodox
more lineups
answer
that you
from the
cannot,
teams. They need to
especially on a
get out of their
pistol round,
comfort zone to
shoot
truly
Silver
beat it.
through
And
that wall. You don't
honestly,
see
it
him,
kind of
you
relies
know,
on like
and
individual
if you do, you're
performance.
only gonna tag him
Because I
for
feel like
damage.
if you know a
There's
team
so
plays
many
post plant
hits.
meta, that means you got to get on
Easily
their
capitalized
flank.
there.
And you got to kind of
And
spread
then
around
we
the
saw a
map.
picture-perfect round from them.
You got to be coming from A main. You got to be coming from
Yes,
C
he did
main,
indeed. What
garage,
did NUTURN do?
kind of those
Yeah.
areas to
I
really
mean-
push him back.
Yeah, I agree completely. Like people know now that if V1 plays this map, they're gonna have the post plant. So I feel like you have to almost like push garage and like take control of window or push A and just battle them there.
That's what I'm
'Cause if you
saying
try to
though. Like
play-
some people, sometimes it doesn't call for that. And you have to do it yourself, and not everyone's the kind of player to do
Yeah.
that themselves.
Exactly. They're too late to adapt, and all of a sudden you blink your eyes, and it's 10. You're down 10-3, losing pistol, and you know
Yeah.
they're like, oh man, we need to be pushing and stopping the lineups.
Fully stacked C here.
Look at the info Vanity's trying to get here. He
Oh, I
runs up,
love
activates
I love
his
it.
own smoke,
Suggest
so he
has
can
some
instantly
taste.
hide on it, trying to just
Wasteland
get shots
Shorty.
out. Now nothing really came of
It's the
it.
worst.
NUTURN's playing this super smart by
Yeah, well,
holding
you don't have
until
taste. Okay, you're a
info
boomer.
denying themselves.
Yeah,
I think we might
that's
have
okay,
heard
that's
a
okay.
Shorty go off, and that's not
You
gonna
got to use the
do much,
Viper one, the
so
green one.
we see in the eyes
All
of
green,
Vanity
everything.
what they're trying.
That one's
It
not
looks like
bad.
they're
I'll
gonna
give you
go
that. That
for
one's good.
what is a B
I don't
once
even have it,
again,
though.
with all
I don't
three
do
of
those like
placed around it.
contracts or whatever much.
Effie
I
still
forget
has
about
a
it one
shot
time.
guard as well. But how much of a lineup do you have when you're already
Why
dead,
not? You
sitting
just
on
gotta
the site?
you just turn them on. You just play ranked and you just unlock
Penny
stuff
on the
for
flank,
free.
good for one.
Dude, this
But it
Jammies
was
is
not
this is
heavy.
the second
He's
round now.
just
This
AFK.
has
He's
to
AFK in spawn.
Same setup, it was slightly
literally
delayed, but
in
the
spawn.
outcome's the same. V1 get to 11 as
That's what
they
I'm saying,
dominate
like,
on the defensive half, and now
it's
they've shown
hard
they can
to
do it on
know
attack as well.
That's
You know
gonna
what
happen
seems
until
absurd
like they're
right
in
now,
B, and when they're
especially on
in
those
B,
rounds,
you're
if
already
first
rotating from
round,
back of C and
I
back
feel
of
like
A.
with the way
But if you
version
push
one
down
plays it or
C,
the way
you'd
a
have just
team
caught
can
him with
play
his
it is
utility out,
you
or he
know
pushed
you
down
can
A,
spread a
right?
team slightly
But it's
thin
just so
Yeah,
hard.
it is.
It's just so
You're
difficult
going
to
have
know where they're
to
gonna
get
end
to the
up.
site, and it's probably
But
not
it's
gonna
also
be
just
one
like the
half B, it's gonna be
like
more
across the
rotate.
world, not
So
just
to be
NA.
able
The
to
meta
get
is
in
to like
there,
you kind of
you
give
will
B
always
and you
have
kind of just let them
the
plant
7
B and you
seconds
play
to
for the
throw that
retake.
down.
And
Yeah.
Sentinels
then
does the
be
same
able to
thing.
get
They'll
out,
they'll
so your
bully
guys
you
who are
front
already
B.
on
They'll
post
plant the
plant
bomb. They'll
lineups
get
will
out
do
and
it.
they'll play the
They
spam
almost
game.
have
And
guaranteed rounds there.
You know, it's hard to play against if you don't have the, you know,
Oh, man,
the confidence or the knowledge to push and try to flank.
Effie's gets the opener into the site. You see the nano swarms already coming out.
Dude, it's 10 seconds into the round, they have a kill, and they're already planting the bomb. That's crazy.
This is I was never expecting this, man. Like, what?
Down on C as well. Now they have control, but they go right into the belly of the beast.
Vanity walking through smoke with just the biggest man advantage. Screw it. Gets away with one.
This wall gives them so much pressure. The first gun round, they go ham towards C on this. Toxic screen still up. Penny takes a bit of damage, but the positioning they have is great. You can see suggest.
That's a save. To me, it's just so crazy because if you look at V1's agent lineup, like they don't really have much to be able to rush. Like if they really have a jet, they have no flashes. They have like a Viper wall, but you know, they're literally rushing into C faster than NUTURN ever did, and NUTURN's running double duelist breach.
Yeah, I think part of the problem for NUTURN is, like I said with the Astra walls not being common, I think their Astra game is a little weak. Like, for example, they had 2 stars in long C that round. They never went on. They were never used, but they were down. These ones right here.
Well, he was also, I mean, it looked
he took that duel long plat for some reason. He kept fighting. He kept fighting long plat. Like, you just can't play like that. Korea's playing all wrong right now.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I actually agree. I don't think you can have your Astra be an anchor on a site because you kind of have to like get your Astra activated, not just like we talked about before, sitting in a corner like in your Astra world trying to support the whole team. And if you're gonna have them be like that, then they can't be an anchor. And you know, perfect world, they have somebody else like jump spot or try to jiggle or something long so that. No, if you see something, you can at least like hide, and then your Astra can support instead of if it's Astra, the Astra dies, and all of a sudden.
That's it. The round's done, man. The round's done.
GG. You have no more smokes. You have no you have nothing to stop them. Other than breach flash.
That's so interesting in this game in comparison to CS. If you lose one, and that one that you lose is such an important character, your chances just drop.
It feels weird.
And you're already down a man. Now you're down a really good character.
Yeah, like you lose your smokes early, and they're like your Omen or your Ashes gets opt out of nowhere, and then it's like, well, no more smokes the rest of this round. Good luck. The other team has a jet off just on top of a box. Yeah, well, let's just go ahead and save for the next minute and a half, so we at least have a chance next round.
Because they're holding. You know, NUTURN will always have to come to you, but now on the other side.
I wonder if there's a world in where they add some sort of replication agent.
VERSION1 has to come to them.
I will say the one
as
like
far
as
like taking other agents' abilities and using them for themselves.
He's had
you just get like 2
I don't know how they balance it, right? But like being able to, like, what's that guy in Dota 2? The Rubik's, I think his name. Rubik, yeah. Like something like that, right? Where you're just able to mimic, copy their...
Steal the last
something. Yeah.
36 is it the highest?
I think that'd be like your ult. Maybe you can like pick whose abilities you want. That'd be kind of sick.
One of the best players
probably
on this team.
Oh, dude. So
they showed I don't know. I'm sure they could find a way to balance it. Kind of interesting.
It was the allow dash down C long, and it was met with, I mean, I think they got a little bit more out of it when they tried it against Sharks, but V1 wisely waiting it out. They don't push in aggressively. They don't get caught with the flash. They just wait it out, and then they respond in kind. Now they're pushing it a bit more aggressively. Vanity playing in his smoke just on the other side with the judge.
No way!
Vanity swings, drops parry like a bag of rocks as V1 continue to creep their
Morning,
way on to
lads.
C.
Good morning.
Leading the way.
Morning, mate.
Solo's got a judge of his own. If it's not him, it's
The day of NA supremacy, huh?
With 2 shells left, no, he's gonna get dropped.
Wake up to the shit. Who just found it?
Wake up, NA #1 every day.
The lockdown, that's gonna give
Amazing.
What if it's not over yet?
It's over, man.
With the Vandal in a 1v2.
Like it's over.
No way. No way you're jinxing this.
I'm not jinxing it, bro. It's over. Like
that should be enough info on where he's coming from. The alarm bot is gonna come out as well. But even then, you see James
no way you just jinx this.
It's over.
Because of all the utility
Does
that
he have mollies?
Suggest is gonna have to tank.
Hell yeah, he's got
There's
mollies.
the snake bite as well.
Wake up feeling damn good every day being from NA.
Try to flush Jamie's out. There he is. Suggest.
Jamies, what are you?
What
are you doing?
Okay.
Oh, he had no snake.
You should have jinxed
No, he had no snake bites. I get it, I guess. Just go for it.
Take care of business.
Bro, it's too easy for North America. Like, nobody stands a chance. It's crazy. It's actually crazy. Like,
we're just too good.
Yeah.
We're just different.
We're just born different. Built different.
Different, if you will.
Those last like couple rounds they went C. The first round the Astra just peaked and died. That actual last round, they just gave too much. They let the Sova drone go all the way up long C from bottom C and clear all of sight. Like if you just kill that drone, they don't feel comfortable or safe to walk all the way up like they did.